Good morning, good afternoon and good evening to you all, wherever you are in the world. My name is Nick Ferrand and these are my Italian one-take property tours. Feet in Tuscany, south-facing Tuscan views. We are about 20 minutes from Cortona, which is up far, far away over the hill and down the other side. Today's tour is an old rustic stone farmhouse set in 5 hectares. It's quite a lot. 5 hectares of beautiful Tuscan countryside. It was restored in the 1970s and it's got some very quirky 1970s features which I like. And when I tell you the price at the end of this video, you're going to think to yourself, that is cheap. Yes, it is. It does need a bit of work. Are you ready? Let's go. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you is the vista. And as we come out into the sun, we might get a little bit of flare, but you're just got this wonderful, let me see if I can pull the camera just a little bit around so we're not flaring out so much. Wonderful view of the Tuscan countryside. Now, 5 hectares, as I mentioned, I mean, that is a lot. That is a lot of hectares for you to play around with and do whatever you wanted with. And there might be a possibility that you could, if you wanted to come and live here, you could register yourself as a farmer. Now, we are in an isolated location, but I can see a house in the distance. So you do have a neighbour, which is quite interesting. So you are attached to somebody. Now, if I pull the camera round and we are beginning to get the view of the house coming into the frame, you're just going to think to yourself, well, that's absolutely fantastic. I mean, look at that. It's just gorgeous. I'm just going to pull around a bit further so you can see where my car is. And that is the drive coming in. And you've got a very good white road because there are a couple of houses which, as I mentioned, are around and about to drive down. And I just, well, I mean, look, it's got just a really nice feel about it. Nice trees outside. Lovely olive tree, which is right outside your front door. Just going to walk through past the chair where I did the introduction, and then we are going to start the tour inside the house. So here we go. Camera will adjust. Now, as I mentioned, it does need a little bit of work. One, it has a very rustic kitchen. So you will need to put a kitchen in. I mean, the good thing is that you're not ripping one out and chucking it away. It's got a very nice sink. At this moment in time, this property only has a stream as a water source, but on 5 hectares of land, I am absolutely sure that you will be able to find water. If I just pull around here. Now, this reception room, built in the 1970s, is 60 meters. It's huge. Absolutely huge. What a place to entertain. Just going to walk around past the kitchen table. And then you've got these 4, you only see 3 because we just walked into one, 4 beautiful semicircled doors leading directly out. Hey, look at that. I mean, my parents had those light shades in the 1970s. Now, it has had new flooring at some stage. You've got this vast open pit, if you like, fireplace. And these whopping great big beams. Hey, they're just whoppers, aren't they? Look at the size of that. It really is. if I step down along the hallway, and I'm going to show you just to the right hand side. Now, can you see those openings as we go down? That, I believe, was the original outside space, or let's say the front elevation of the original building. Yeah, it's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Look, if I put up, now the ceiling it's had a new ceiling and it's been done in wood. But look at the size of that beam. It's just enormous. Absolutely enormous. I don't know how on earth they got that into the house. Now there's some outside furniture which is inside, but I don't really mind about that. I just want to show you the space. It looks a little bit like, a couple of properties which, were built in the 70s in Palm Springs, which I love, by the way. That open plan feel about it. And I think with a little bit of, TLC and a bit of an update, I mean, it could be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, what a great entertaining space. Really is. And I love those windows and doors are all leading out. Right. Very lovely brick arch going up. And we come up 3 steps. Now we are going through another heat wave at the moment, and it's already jolly hot. I'm shooting this first thing in the morning. Right, we're going to go into bedroom 1, and there's nothing in it at this moment in time. But just to give you a feeling of space, the window is facing east, so you're going to get quite nice light going in. Now, you've got the fuse board over there that really needs to be covered up. And then on this floor, or in this bedroom, you can see that it has the original beams, and basically I expect underneath there's going to be original terracotta tiling. It's had new tiling on this floor, and it's not that bad, to be honest with you. If you wanted to change it, you could, I suppose. But as a holiday home, it's okay. Now, I mentioned that this house needs a little bit of updating, and yes, it does. But it all depends on how much updating you want to do. So, downstairs powder room. Doesn't have a shower, it just has a toilet and sink. Lobby area, and we're going to get to the back of the house later. And if you walk down here, you've got this lovely corridor. Right, what's in there? I've only actually had a quick look around the house myself. Okay, so there's a storage room. Oh, it's quite big actually. Right, well that's perfect for all your knickknacks and ladders and cleaning utilities and all those bits and pieces. Walking further down, you have a bathroom in here, and it is a very basic. You have a sink, a toilet, no bidet, a window at the back, and a bath and a shower. That's all right. Yeah, now you can see the entrance, or what would have been the basically front elevation of the building before they built the extension going through. Beautiful brickwork, isn't it? I just think it's lovely. And then if we turn around and we come into what is, I assume, bedroom 2. Or maybe it's another reception room, because I can see in the corner it has a really interesting fireplace. Yeah, I do. It's really interesting. Right, I can guarantee you that this used to be a stable at some stage before it was converted. And as we pull across and around, the ceiling height in this room is not too high. I mean, it must be, 3 meters, which is high enough. You've got this beautiful stonework at the back, and this would have been the manger. That's a lovely little nook just there. And I pull back and I can give you the return shot of the property. As I mentioned, it's 350 square meters gross. It's about 250 square meters net internal space. Yeah, I do. I like it. I like that. It's like barn door kind of country living. And this corridor is quite big as well, isn't it? I mean, it's just... Yeah, it is quite big. That's a huge house. Right, let's get upstairs and see what we can find up there. Now, there is an entrance at the back, and I have noticed that the building is being cut away from the back wall, so basically it's not up against the earth. So you've got, well, here you go. Here's the back door, or if you like, a front door, or or a door, and then you come up a couple of steps. It is wood. The staircase going up, and then we're going to go up onto the first floor. You've got some very nice terraces up here. Now we're going into the old part of the building now. And you've got the original fireplace, but it looks like basically someone's changed the top of it and to put a wood over the two supports. And I'm going to just pull out here, so the camera's going to adjust, and you're going to you come out into this lovely terrace. And look at the view. Yeah, you cannot hear anything. Oh, it's so peaceful. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, look, right, interesting. Now that, which you find in all these old rustic Tuscan farmhouses, is the original sink. Because animals would have lived on the ground floor and everybody else would have lived on the first floor. Now we're going to come into what I assume is going to be bedroom 3. Big room, high ceilings. I'm going to pull up, I'm going to show you the ceiling here. Now, there's a few things that you could do with that if you didn't really want the exposed wood. I think it's actually, you could either stain it in a darker colour, you could paint it. I don't think I would paint the beams personally. I might be tempted to paint the wooden panelling slats white and then leave the beams. The flooring all looks very good, and I'll get to that in a minute, but I'm just going to walk in and give you the return. Yeah, a couple of very nice posters. And again, on this floor, you've got double doors leading out into a terrace. Oh, and look. Oh, you've got another fireplace in this room as well. Oh, that would be nice. Oh, that would be really nice. And again, another balcony. Oh, and the floors. See, Nick. Right, well, they're quite nice tiles. Look at those. See if I can get out of the direct sunlight so you can have a look at them. Yeah, I like them. A bit of spit and polish and a bit of wax. I think they'd just be jolly nice. Right, I've shown you one of those. Oh, there must be another house along the road, because as the camera adjusts and then I pull out onto the second balcony. Come on, camera, just do your thing. Yeah, you can see in the distance a line of cypress trees, can't you? And just on the other side of the hill, I can see a couple more houses. But it's a jolly big terrace for you to sit out. You're going to definitely need a brolly out there, though, in the summer. Right, let's pull around here. We'll go back into the other living space. A lot of living space throughout the whole house. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, look at the woodwork over there at the top. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I would probably personally leave the wooden beams because I think they're beautiful. And probably paint, I don't really want to plaster in there. And I could just paint that white and that would just throw so much light in here. It would be great. Right, so we're back out to where we were on the stairs as we were coming in. And, oh, that's got all... Okay, so that's all the floor on this level is exactly the same. And all the doors are exactly the same as well. So I'm going to come in here now into this bathroom. Right, so there's basically a bathroom on the ground floor. There's a powder room, and then there's this bathroom on the first floor. Oh, look at these. These are interesting tiles. Nice marble slab at the top. I can see a bath with a shower unit. And then there's a toilet in the corner. No bidet, interestingly. Right, I have to put a bidet in actually. Absolutely essential in my view. Oh, little step coming out of the bathroom. And then we're going to go down. I suppose this would be the principal bedroom now. It has some furniture in as well. Oh, wow. That's great. Oh, look at that. I really like those fireplaces. I don't know about you. I mean, I really do like them. Double windows, one's facing east, one's facing south, and another terrace. Oh. And a beautiful view of the Tuscan countryside. Yeah. Wow. Oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Oh, it's so peaceful. Okay, we are going to go down, and I just think it's really important that I show you the back elevation of the property. Right, down the stairs we go. Bit of a creak. And then out of the door, which is on the half landing. And now we're going to go to the back of the house, and I'm going to show you that. So as I said, look, the house has been cut away. Whether it came down originally is another story. I don't know. The earth on the right hand side will be touching the side of the house, but somebody has built a retaining wall and basically taken the earth away, and I think that's great. Now I want to show you this because basically this building at this moment in time does not have any central heating. However, do you see all those pipes just there? Yes, you do. They are piping which has been put all over underground on the ground floor and is ready for you to attach a boiler and radiators to give you central heating. There is no central heating on the first floor. But to be honest with you, I mean, if you really wanted to live or come here for 3 or 4 months in the year, it's got an electric water heater and you will not need central heating at all. Now, one of the things which I do want to point out, and I think it is important, is that basically, can you see here? That is a little crack, and I would say to you that, well, I personally would get a structural engineer to come and have a look at that. I mean, you know, this part of the building is, 300 years old. You know, at that age, well, I mean, we've all got little cracks, haven't we? Don't worry about the other thing there. That's just for the electrics. Hang on a minute. Almost 40 degrees yesterday. Hot. Beautiful. Right. Here we go. 5 hectares. That's a lot of hectares. It really is. You know, and it's all around, and there's another plot which is just across the other side of the road, which I haven't been to. You could grow something here. You could almost register as a farmer, I believe, with 5 hectares. 4 bedrooms, 2 reception rooms. This wonderful reception room, I mean, this is so much fun, isn't it, for a big party? Or just, a big family. It's got a powder room downstairs as well. Yes, I know it needs a bit of work, but it's got a cooker, and you can cook on it. It's got a fireplace, and you could get a couple of logs and, cook your steaks or your fish or your vegetables, whatever is your tipple. It's 350 or 325 square meters. I got that wrong, I think, at the beginning. Gross 250 square meters net. It's got a lot going for it. The property tax on this property is approximately 1,600 euros a year, and basically the rubber tax, I don't have that exact figure, but that is going to be 200-300. Cortona, 20 minutes away. Florence, an hour and a half away. Silence. Tuscany. Beautiful. And the price. The price. The price of this property that you can buy today, and it does need a little bit of work, and I've mentioned about the radiators and everything else, and you need a well, is 290,000 euros. Really, that is a big space for little money. First of all, I'd like to give a big thank you to Nicola at Cortona International. I will put a link in the description below for giving me this opportunity to shoot this property. I am always looking for interesting things which I think that you will enjoy. And I think this is quite interesting. For all of you who have for everybody who has subscribed to this channel, thank you. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, would you be so kind and just push those buttons, and that will help me so I can help you. I hope you enjoyed this tour. Until the next one, take care. Ciao.